Okay, really quickly, I'll put a two in the chat if you're pretty much ready to launch your digital product. You have what you're launching, you have your topic, how you want to promote it. Now you just need the software. Put a two in the chat. Sure. Okay, well, one person. Put a three in the chat if you attended all 5 days. Miss one. Okay, perfect. So let me make sure we're recording.
Recording in progress.
Then start this thing. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today is day 5, which is the final technical official day. But tomorrow we have a bonus day. We'll kind of like show you everything I covered, but like in action and how all of that stuff works. Now, today we'll be covering the software. So this is essentially what you will be using to sell your digital products. But first, I want to congratulate y'all on actually making it to day 5. And I'm going to do a quick recap. So we've covered identifying your niche or who it is that you're going to serve, crafting compelling content that gets people to stop scrolling and actually click, marketing your digital products. And today we'll be focusing on the tools that you need to actually sell your digital products. I'll also be covering understanding the software that helps streamline and enhances your digital product or actually selling your digital product. Um, First thing we're going to get started off with is landing page. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with what a landing page is. A 1 in the chat if you know what a landing page is. Okay, a few people. So it's essentially a website, but a landing page is like simply like one page designed for a specific purpose. So typically with websites, you can go to a contact us page, about us page, different pages, but landing page has one sole purpose of getting someone to take a desired action. So a well-crafted landing page could be the deciding factor between a visitor and a conversion. And when I say conversion, that just means like a customer, or someone taking again that desired action, whether you want them to become a lead in exchange for your free thing, or you want them to visit your site and check out and like buy something. So it's your first impression and your pitch. So like what it is that you're selling rolled into one. So key features to look for when picking a landing page software is the ability to customize your landing page to reflect your brand. Also, seamless integration with other tools, insights and analytics, as well as being mobile responsive. So the seamless integration part just means it connects with other software. So you may be using a platform that doesn't have like an email um, function. So you may need to use another software that should communicate with your landing page. So when I say seamlessly integrate, just make sure your landing page builder has the ability to link out or link with other softwares. uh, Analytics, this is just basically being able to actually view your data. You need to know what's going on, how many people are visiting, how many people are visiting and turning into leads, how many people are visiting and actually checking out. If you can't see analytics, you can't really make meaningful decisions. So make sure you have like some type of analytics built in. And the mobile responsiveness, majority of people that view your website or landing page are going to see it from their phone. So you need to make sure that your site's not showing up like weird for them, where they'll land on your page and it's showing weird and they'll bounce, because that will lower your conversions. Popular tools are going to be Lead Pages, Wix, ClickFunnels, Go High Level, and I'll go into detail about these throughout the presentation. So easiest to launch. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with Wix, if you know what Wix is. So easiest to launch is going to be Wix and Lead Pages. and you're basically looking at free to $37 per month. And I would recommend these if you're doing like an ebook or course. These are going to be like your bare basic platforms. And I'm going to take Lead Pages over Wix if you're just starting from scratch. Now, if you already have Wix, just I guess use what you have. But if you're just starting from scratch, I would go Lead Pages because it's kind of built for the sole purpose of like digital products and collecting leads. Now, funnel builders. So we have landing page builders that's just for one page landing pages. Then we have funnel builders that build out the entire thing. So it has a landing page builder, has an email platform, most likely text platform, and everything else that you need. So imagine guiding your customer on a journey from awareness to purchase. That's essentially your sales funnel. Each step is designed to nurture your leads or visitors towards a sale. So from them opting in, then receiving emails, receiving texts, the whole purpose of all of these things combined is to nurture them towards desired action, which is typically getting them to buy something. Now, choosing the right funnel builder. You want to, again, look for softwares that's intuitive, offers customization to match your sales strategy, integrates with your CRM or email platforms. CRM is basically just software that manages customers. Most funnel builders that you're going to get now pretty much have all of this stuff built in, so you don't have to too much worry about your platforms being able to integrate with other softwares. Now, examples of funnel builders. Most of you have probably heard of ClickFunnels. Put a 2 in the chat if you know what ClickFunnels is. This one more like the older ones, more popular ones. The new kid on the block is Go High Level. I used to use ClickFunnels personally, then I switched over to Go High Level because it allowed me to not have so many softwares. Now I just have one software to manage my entire business. I also used Kartra when I first got started, but it was just kind of clunky. But people still use Kartra, so it's kind of your preference. But I'm going to recommend Go High Level over anything. They differ in complexity and scalability, so consider depending on your business size. So I would say, like, if you're just getting started, Kartra and ClickFunnels is good. When you just really want an all-in-one platform, or you just want to start with what I feel is the best, Go High Level. So these are a little bit harder to launch. It's a little bit of learning curve, but they're about in the $97 range. So $97 per month, and both ClickFunnels and Go High Level have free trials. So I think it's like 14 to 30 days. Everybody clearing that? Put a 2 in the chat. So again, these are a little harder to launch, a little bit more expensive, but it's all in one. So you don't, overall, it's probably going to be cheaper, because if you don't have, like, let's say you go with Wix, you may need a separate email platform. Even though Wix has an email platform, it's not like the best in the world. You may need a separate text platform, which you're going to be spending monthly for anyway. So consider that part as well. Now, email marketing platforms. This is just in case you don't go with an all-in-one. Email still remains a powerful tool for you building relationships with your audience. Personal, direct, highly customizable. So, like I said in the beginning of the challenge, it's important that you're not trying to always drive people to your sales page to get the sale, but you want to start building up your list. So actually getting people's emails and phone numbers so you can reach out to them and provide them with value and get them to know, like, and trust you. So don't skip over a good email platform. Remember, you want to send valuable and educational content to your subscribers to nurture them into the sale. Again, don't just keep blasting your list with buy, because you're going to turn them off and they're just going to opt out. So always remember value first. Now, must-have features with your email platforms. You're going to want automations for sending targeted emails. You're going to want to segmentations. This is to separate people and make sure they're getting like the right emails. Imagine if you had an email list and you have two products. One's where maybe you teach someone how to do a frontal install, then one's maybe where you teach them how to manage money better as a hairstylist. You want those two group of people separated. So you want to make sure that your email software has the option to segment people. Same analytics, also custom design templates. So the recommended platforms are going to be MailChimp. I know a lot of you probably have already heard of that. This is a more beginner friendly platform. The last email platform I used was ConvertKit, and I'll take this over MailChimp any day, but ConvertKit may be a little bit more expensive. So those are your two options. There are more platforms, but I like these two. Integrations and automations. Everybody clear on email? Put a 1 in the chat if you're clear on email and why it's important. Now, with the automations, you want to make sure, again, that these platforms have the ability to communicate with each other. So that's the integration part. Automations is things happening for you on the back end. So when someone opts in to get your free thing, an automation is going to trigger where you automatically send them an email or text to deliver the free thing that you said you're going to give them. Same as when they purchase. When they purchase, an automation is going to trigger where you send them their paid thing. Then you have automations you can set up for after someone purchases to upsell them on things. Then you have automations you can set up for everyone that's gotten your free thing to send them automated emails and texts to get them to actually buy something. So the whole purpose of these things is to re-engage and recapture and get people back to your products, because the majority of the people that see your offer or even become familiar with you or your brand for the first time, they're just not going to buy because they're not ready. And you haven't established trust. So that's why automations are, what I want to say, extremely beneficial, because it handles all of this trust building on the back end for you. Everybody clear on automations? Put a 1 in the chat if this is making sense. So automations is kind of like you like little employees that's following up with potential customers or leads. Now, I'm going to put this. So if you do decide to not go with an all-in-one platform, there's a software called Zapier. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to sign up for Zapier to make all of these things talk to each other. That's why I highly advise you to get a all-in-one platform, because this will get technical when you're trying to connect all of this stuff together, because it doesn't connect. But you do have options. I think it's Zapier.com. This will pretty much connect everything together, but you have to set it up. So just YouTube that if that's the route that you're going. Now, making the right choices, you need to assess your needs for your specific business, for your income, for what it is that you're trying to sell. So reflect on your digital products, audience size, specific goals to determine which features actually matter to you the most. Because at the end of the day, you may not even need all of this stuff. There is like a bare bones way of selling your digital products. Now, while free versions are a good starting point, investing in premium features can provide tools necessary for scaling your business. So balance costs against potential return on investment. And all of that means is if you're paying like $140 for software per month and you're selling like $30 worth of digital products a month, it's just not worth it. You don't have the numbers or the scale to even back up buying software. So just do the bare basics. Put your digital product in a Google Drive or a Google Sheet or Google Doc and just manually send it out until you start getting volume. So I'm going to cover the free to the most expensive. Super free. Tell them what they will get through DM. This is just groundwork. You're hustling in the DM. So Essentially, maybe you would make a post like, hey, I just created a free guide for hairstylists to perfect their haircuts. Comment the word cuts and I'll tell you more about it. So if someone comments cut, you send them a DM. Hey, this is what's all included. It's at this price. If you like to check out, you can send a Cash App or Zelle. Then you would just put your content in a Google Drive and paste that link into the DM. That's free. Everybody clear on that? Put a 2 in the chat. This is the freest way to get rid of your digital products. Then what's going to happen? People will buy it. Then you'll get reviews and testimonials. Then you refine and perfect it. Then you can start investing into software. I didn't get 1, 2 in the chat, so we're not clear on this free method. Am I muted? Okay, there goes some 2s. Now, if you're too pretentious for this free method, you have a method that's going to cost you about $30, Wix. So you can either use Wix or you can use Lead Pages. Let me check the price. Lead. So if you pay yearly, which I wouldn't recommend, so Lead Page is going to be about $50 per month. You get up to 5 landing pages, a domain. Then they have a bunch of pre-built templates. So between $30 to $50 for Wix or Lead Pages. With this one, Wix allows you to process payments through Wix, so you should be able to at least connect your PayPal. Then Wix does have automations where if someone makes a purchase, you can automatically send them your content. So this is semi-automated. It's not the best in the world, but this works. Put a 1 in the chat if we're clear on Wix in this $30 option. $30 to $50 option. Okay, perfect. So when you're ready to scale, you're probably going to be looking at $120 to $150 per month for software, depending. So if you go with ClickFunnels, 9 times out of 10, you may need ConvertKit as well as texting. I believe ClickFunnels has it built in, but it's kind of finicky, or at least it was when I was using it. Go High Level is all in one. I think Go High Level starts at $97 per month. So again, whatever you prefer, go with, but these are going to be the 2 for when you're trying to scale. Meaning you have everything all in one. You can see all your analytics, all your automations, everything's communicating with each other. Everybody clear on the higher end, ready to scale version of your software. Let me get like 3 2s in the chat if we're clear on this. So these are our 3 options. These are actual softwares. This is just DM. It's gonna be through text, DM, or email. And I've done all of these. And same as I'm telling you, it was just a natural progression. As I made money and found out people wanted the digital product, I went from free to using Lead Pages. I was selling a $15 ebook on how to grow your Instagram account. After that, I started teaching master classes and things like that. I went to Kartra when I sold my first membership, my first course. Then I went to ClickFunnels when I started doing coaching. Now I'm using Go High Level. So I've used all of these platforms. So the homework for day 5 is researching and selecting which platform you're going to use, which is the best option for you. So landing page softwares, funnel builders, email platforms. You want to identify which tool in each category fits your particular business model and why. Put a 3 in the chat if we're clear on the homework. All you're doing is figuring out which software works best for you, because you may not jump out there and need a Go High Level if you're just trying to test the waters. Now, put a one in the chat if you've learned something new that you can apply to your business throughout this whole challenge. Have you learned anything new that you can apply to your business? Put a one in the chat. Okay, perfect. Now put me in the chat if you were able to attend all 5 days. I know I asked this earlier, but we did get some new people that joined. Put me in the chat if you were here all 5 days. Okay, so yeah, if you missed the day, just message me on Instagram at iGrowSalons and let me know what day you missed, and I'll go ahead and send you that specific replay. Now, for those of you that have gotten value from this challenge and you want my personalized help with actually getting your digital product launched in 14 to 30 days, we do have 2 more slots open. We had one person sign up last night. I currently offer Done With You. So that's a one-on-one or group coaching style training where we help you quickly identify your niche and who you will sell to within 48 hours, how to pick the right content to make people buy your stuff, picking the right software, even if you're not tech savvy, how to price your digital products where people are actually going to buy them, training on how to set up and launch your ads in under 10 minutes, where to get wholesale mock-ups. So that's one thing that I didn't talk about. Let me show you really quick. So you are going to need mock-ups, especially if you're selling through your website. So mock-ups is like the design of the thing like that you're giving away. So this right here is like a mock-up. And let me give you one more example. Because you don't want to just drive traffic to a page and you're like saying, hey, I'm going to double your income with our comprehensive K-tip extension course from the comfort of your home, but you don't have any visuals. I know it may not seem like it, but these mock-ups help sell your digital products. And you may spend anywhere from $300 to $500 depending on how many mock-ups you need and where you're getting them from. So we show you how to get your mock-ups at wholesale pricing, usually about $100 or so, which sites to get your funnel layouts built on, how to launch your ebook within $72 to $48 for free, private coaching, and on top of that, we meet once per week, every week for 4 weeks, just to hold you accountable and make sure you actually get your digital products launched. So that's what's included with the Done With You coaching. Again, we have one-on-one options as well as group options. For those of you who just don't want to do anything, don't want to lift a finger, we also have Done For You. We design and build your whole funnel for you, write out your emails, your text automations. We design your mock-ups. We come up with your hooks, who you're going to target. We launch your ads for you. Then we manage your ads for 30 to 60 days until we hit $200 per day in sales. So our objective is to get you to $200 per day in sales, then pass your account off to you. We have everything ready and launched in 7 to 10 days. For those of you that are interested in either option, I'm going to paste this link in the chat. And you can book a call with me personally to see which option works best for you. Again, we have 2 slots left. Now I'm going to open it up for Q&A. If you have questions, feel free to unmute your mic or throw your questions in the chat. Tomorrow is the bonus day where I'll be breaking down like real live funnels. So the ads, the websites, the emails, the text, I'll be showing you behind the scenes so you can get a better understanding of how all of this stuff works at scale. Again, the link to book a call with me is in the chat. And now we're open for Q&A.
So if we're starting out and let's say, so I have a website where I use as, if let's say if I start off using the free method, what do you recommend? Like if I could add that to my website before I can just jump into doing a landing page, or should I just start off with, because I don't know if people, you know how you say they gotta like trust before they, purchase from you. Sometimes when a Zelle or Cash App, and then people tend to think that it's a scam.
So I guess I should talk about that next time. But yeah, that's the downside of that method. It does look fishy, but if you already have trust with your audience, like they know you, so these are typically going to be people that already follow you. They're a little bit easier to convince to Zelle you or Cash App you. Now, if you're running ads and someone hops in your DM and you're like Zelle Cash App, then yeah, they're probably not going to want to do that.
And I think that's probably where probably my confidence level is, because I do need to get more active and consistent with posting to get over my fear of going live, I guess.
Yeah, going live is definitely going to help you, especially with the establishing trust part. And even if they do say no to the Zelle or Cash App, the fact that you got to the point where they were requesting how to pay lets you know that you have something on your hand. You just need to, I guess, you have a PayPal account, don't you? Oh, well, yeah, send them a PayPal link then. No problem. Who else? So y'all mean to tell me 2 days in a row y'all don't have no questions? Okay, well, I guess everyone's clear on everything. Put a 1 in the chat if you'll be joining the bonus day. It'll be tomorrow at 7:30 Central. And that'll be a fairly short call, maybe like 15 minutes. You've been very informational. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So final offer for questions. These calls are running short. I don't know what's up with this group. My last call was like an hour 30 minutes. Okay, well, let me stop everything. Okay, well, if y'all do have any questions in the meantime, when it's iffy content, you get more questions. Okay, got it. Well, I mean, if y'all do have any questions after the call, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at iGrowSalons. For those of you that missed a day or two or whatever, DM me the day and I'll go ahead and send you the replay link.